April 2nd, 2022. What's up, peeps? Oh, there's people coming. Nobody was just here. Nobody was even. Wait till they pass. Videotape it. A lot of people coming. Oh. So the remote marijuana went shit last night. Or before I woke up too. The only tactic they're doing right now is come around here, people are red and black and all that, and red cars, you know. But they're not, they come in sometimes, but not all the time anymore. And usually by myself in there, which is good. So I guess they're just trying to do other stuff, you know, they're going back to the basics. And my nose is running too. So they're probably trying to get me sleep deprived so I can get sick. Because they're jealous. I don't know what they'd be jealous of, but whatever. You know, everybody goes into Dunkin' while I'm in there with their camouflage. And then they just stare at me. I mean, I get it. If I'm the only person there, I'm gonna sit here looking over. You don't expect somebody to be there. But not stare. Like, what are you gonna stare for? That makes me suspicious of you, you know what I mean? People are crazy.
Now they're not too much, they're not $10. But just thought she asked for something. Please.
Those motorcycles, not much. It's very strange. It's peaceful and shady at the same time. So, I don't even know how long it was until I woke up. I saw a group today, so like practicing English. And they were practicing, you know, like dance moves and everything. And one of the members fell and broke his ankle. So I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, like, why am I seeing that? And it was in black and white. Usually my dreams are in color. So I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's not real, whatever, that's weird. Right before I woke up, I heard some lady, I don't know what the hell, who this person is. I heard her screaming in my ear. She screamed, shine, shine, shining, shine, like that, like exactly that way. So it was like a foreign woman. I don't know who the fuck it was. It's gotta be somebody in the neighborhood though. But the way she said it, I was like, what the fuck? I woke up and I said out loud, whatever the hell are you doing? I rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. Whatever covenant you're trying to form. I hope the person that's screaming in my ear before I smells it. And I'm not kidding. I really do hope that person smells it. And gagged. I'm by myself anyway, so it's not like I'm smart in front of anybody, you know, tooting or whatever the hell you call it. But yeah. So before I left Dunkin', I cleaned my car a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. What's that? It's hold off by my family. What else is new? Assholes. It's for like the littlest things. Just shut the fuck up and just do it. When if I do it, they say I'm doing it wrong. Whatever it is, they ask. And they get mad about that. Do your own fucking self then. How about that? Fucking narcissistic assholes. I didn't say that part, but I was thinking it. Anyways. So, set on my breath. Fucking asshole. So they made me feel like shit a little bit. So I came to Dunkin'. And I go on my phone. And a perfect stranger told me I was awesome. So there you go. Oh, Jesus loves me. It's true though. The neighbors were up late today. They usually go in the backyard about 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and make drilling noises and shit, and they did not. I did not hear the noise at all. I just saw it on camera that he was out there all day. Right after I woke up. He was already out there like a half hour before. So that was good that I didn't hear it because I would have been pissed. You know, us EIs, we need our sleep. Any amount of sleep is good. Better than nothing. But, you know, they can't let us have 100% sleep. You know that. We're not allowed. Conversation with me today because we were talking about a lot of shit. You know, like important stuff, like nobody else really talks about that kind of stuff. Yeah, being cautious, not any problem, no major like things about my life. But he did throw up the double horns a couple times, so I knew right away not to like really say much. Because these people do use that shit against you. Just want you to know. So, upon viewing my camera in the backyard, she comes outside to give her husband a cup of coffee. So I'm like, I'm looking at her on the camera, I'm like, come on, spread it on the window. I know you want to. Like, your husband's not gonna see it, just do it. Yeah, I was laughing the whole time, of course. I don't really mean that. I don't think she should do that. I think she should stop doing that altogether. You know, she did put a piece of candy on my window not too long ago. She cannot be alone, I can tell. She can't be home alone, not even for an hour. And that's probably why she has to go there. She's probably doing all the time at work. And her son was probably doing all the time at work too. She would come home. Go to the grocery store like we usually used to do. She used to go to the grocery store at like 8:45. She would throw stuff at my window at 8:30 and then leave the house at 8:45. I know that because I used to see her on camera. And then I used to see her when I would go somewhere early in the car. I'd get picked up and then she would be at the end of the block, waiting at the corner. You know, early, about 8:45. I'll tell you, appointments that early is so brutal. When you have to go somewhere, you gotta go somewhere, you know? They'll tell you what time to be there, you gotta be there. So I don't do that often, so. Yeah. And I'm going away this weekend, I don't have enough money. Maybe next weekend I'll do something. Take some video. The people that campers had, you know, some form of stalking. Because the guy was talking to me, he said that it could be hair cutting places and any kind of business that anybody owns. There are agents everywhere. So when he said that, I was like, yeah, you're right, there is agents everywhere. Because I know the guy across the street used to stare at me all the time, the haircut guy. I knew somebody that lived on the block there. And her son and him were friends. Yeah, so, you know, and I said hi to him a couple times, said hi back, you know. But nothing else, like, I don't know if he felt like he had to keep an eye on me or something, I don't know. But he's into that new weed shit anyway. He wears crystals and black tattoos. Well, girl, can't remember. Chris was a pretty. crystals are pretty old. I collect them. You know, remember, God makes beautiful things, not ugly things. So, of course, he was going to make better looking rocks than the regular ones. And they're turning into jewelry, which is even prettier, you know what I mean? That's usually what these crystals are for. And, you know, people go digging in the mines and they make jewelry out of it. I just like to collect them. I don't do nothing with it. I learned a long time ago not to do it. Like I used to charge them in the window. And once I started reading the Bible. And then other people were saying how they got out of the New Age movement to follow Christ, and they said they did the same thing. I was like, oh. So I did counteracting, taking away the magical powers of the crystals, to turn them back into regular rocks. You know, put Jesus' name on it, to repent about it and everything. And I just collect them. I went to, there was a fair going on. They had a crystal stand. I was looking for one in particular. Lithium quartz. It's a natural form of lithium. Instead of taking a pill. I was like, oh, I like stuff in that natural state, you know? So I'm looking for that. And she goes, oh, this crystal does this, and this crystal does that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, alright, whatever. I'm like, I don't really believe in that, but okay. She was a little taken aback when I said that. Like, yeah, they're rocks. I need to break a seal, lady. They're just rocks. They don't do shit. And a lot of people are getting into that and Reiki and all that shit. Like, nope. It's all devilish shit. And if anybody gets offended, I don't know what to tell you. Take it up with God. And this is not to do those types of practices. It's in the Bible. And believe me, go get a King James Bible, start reading. It says, no necromancer needs no psychics. And I was dying down, which is good. It's a little more quiet, which is good. Just, you know, I think that they're just resting up for now. The train is actually, you know, it's being fixed. On the weekends, they're actually working on it way more than the weekdays. They work on the weekdays, give them some labor. But they work on it during the weekend. Another person coming up over it. I think that was Booty Bandit a minute ago with the shopping cart. Probably Dollar Tree. I'm glad I don't see these people at Dollar Tree though. I used to. But one time I was walking to Dollar Tree and all the stores that are there that are open, they were all standing out there, all the agents. And they're pretending to shop. They were standing in the doorway and they kept looking at me to get my reaction. I was like, yeah, no. I'm actually surprised that the traffic cops didn't come today. They already came a couple times. They came like twice last week. There was 3 the first time. And one during the week sometime, I don't remember when. I think it was Tuesday. The guy fell asleep at the table. So I don't think that one was in on it. I think the first 3 were, because they gave me a face like, oh shit, you know, like they did that, they had their eyes bulging out of their head. So they were definitely sent there to check on me. It was stupid. It's so stupid though. Like, why did they check it on me? I haven't done anything. No criminal record, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing. Because I'm too observant of stuff. I'm sorry, I don't like being lied to. I didn't know that was a crime. Well, yeah. I guess everything's a crime nowadays. All the new TIs out there, it's just the beginning. We all get tortured in some way. Weapons, they mess with our teeth more. than any other body part because they don't want us to smile. And it costs a lot of money to fix your teeth. Oh my god. I only got half of the work done because it's so expensive. I have to keep saving up to finish it. But I had perfectly straight teeth. I had braces when I was a kid. It only took like 3 years. And they're perfectly straight, beautiful. And it went downhill after a while, but I think somebody did witchcraft on me too. I should have took care of my teeth better too, but I think it's the director with energy weapons that did it too. Because they zap you with all kinds of shit to make you get depressed. Don't ever forget that. There's a video I have saved. It's an hour long. It's about 5G weapons and all that. Some lady back in the 90s, she made a video. I think she wrote a book too. Oh, there's a cop car over there. Okay. This probably not coming this way. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not, it's too far. Anyways, I don't remember what the video's called, but I noticed I saved it. I'm gonna be watching that one day too. And you know, it was like the beginning stages of 5G weapons and all that. So she was talking about it. I think they killed her with those weapons. I mean, they do that to a lot of people. They implant stuff in you and like kill you like that. But so far, I don't have any of those in my body. Like I've told one of my doctors, I was like, I had any microchips in me or foreign objects. What do I do with them? She goes, well, you can show me. If you have it, we would have to do a CT scan or an X-ray, and then we'll have to go to a dermatologist to take it out. I mean, I'm sure they're not gonna let me keep those if I saw them. And so far, I don't have any in my teeth. I went to the dentist a couple times, you know, to fix my teeth. When I went there just for cleaning and x-rays, I asked them for copies of the x-rays. And no, I don't have those. Unfortunately, they put mercury fillings back then, so that caused my teeth to decay too. A whole lot of shit, you know, a whole lot of factors. Makes your teeth die. Like I said, they don't want us to be smiling and happy. That's one I liked. I caught it on video. Oh yeah. Come back around. I'm gonna go home in a minute. I'm just gonna hang out on my porch for a little bit. I'm gonna order some dinner. Watch some videos, or either on YouTube or on DVR. There's a red light, headlight. I was gonna say, no red hoodie. But that's the thing too. The regular people that are not gang stalking, they wear red colors because that's very fashionable now. And the people in the fashion industry, they know what they're doing. They put those colors out there to trigger us, so we think everybody's in on it. And it kind of works. Sorry if the camera's shaking, I'm walking home. You know what I mean? So, that's why we kind of have to, you know, calm down. Whew. No parking. Anyway. My lungs are hurting today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's witchcraft, or allergies, or asthma. It's probably a little bit of all, you know. So the Asians, they both live in this house. bald guy. I think I caught him on video at one time. He waited for me on his porch. Whew, give me a minute. I gotta chill out. Anyway. Whew. Oh. Okay. Now, where was I? So, you know, the people in the fashion industry, they know those types of colors they trigger. That's why they make sure these colors are popular. The more people wear, the more we get triggered. The more they get us triggered, the more that we yell at them, you know, for no reason. Like when I watch people when I'm at Dunkin', you know, I can see it. I can see who is not in on it and who is. Because I'm right like that. They want to be famous. But maybe. Anyways, he's not wearing red and black or camel. It's very shocking when nobody wears that. Well, what I noticed when I sit at Dunkin', I'm like people watch, so I can see people. They act different, you know. Like if they're doing cohort surveillance, they look at you. Like, you know what I mean? They'll walk in to any store while you're already there, and they'll just like do a double take to make sure they see your face, to make sure they got the right person. You know what I mean? Because they're there to study us, some of them. They're there to study us and what we're doing, our mannerisms, our face. So even if they're not taking a picture of us, they take mental pictures of us. And they probably know how to draw too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they drew our picture. I hear it more now, but I don't think. I guess it's on the roof. I don't know. I like hearing that. I don't know if I caught it on camera, but I like that cooing. They usually fly to the floor too. They eat with the other pigeons. But they're pretty, so they call them doves for some reason. So I was gonna go in the backyard today, but I'm not gonna do it because they're back there. At least he's back there. She never stays with him. She's always in the house. She doesn't like to go out. And that too. Like they want us to stay home. You know what I mean? They want us to stay home because they stay home. They do the incantations at home. So, you know what I mean? Because they know they're supposed to be getting the stuff that happens to them. They do bad stuff to us and stuff like that's supposed to happen to them. You know, they're supposed to get the consequences. And the only reason they don't is because they put it on us. So we get sick or we trip over something, we fall like I fell last year, yeah. That was definitely somebody kicking me in the spirit. I felt something kick me where I went into the gate. Like something shoved me into the gate. All I know is I didn't have vertigo. And I was standing there on flat, my feet were flat, and I was wearing flip-flops, but the types that have a Crocs, and they make really good Crocs flip-flops. The tractions are really good on those things. So everything was fine. All of a sudden I felt like I was getting pushed to fall. So I grabbed onto the gate while I was falling. So I didn't fall to the floor. I mean, I fell anyway on the floor eventually, but I went to grab the gate because I didn't want to fall too bad, you know? I don't want to break any bones. They want me to break my bones. I'm so mad that I leave the house. They want me to break my bones. So they use stuff like that. So, you know, if you fall and trip for no reason, it's the demons. Somebody sent demons your way. And the demons report back to them. But they don't seem to understand after a while. The demons are not going to listen to you. You know, they're gonna take your soul away. So never mess with that shit. It's not worth it. I like my soul. I would like to keep it in my body, thank you. It's because they don't believe in the afterlife and way. They really don't. They don't think anything of it. They do their witchcraft shit, and they think nothing's gonna happen to them after Christ comes back. They're atheists. They don't think anything is happening to them. Like, I don't think we go anywhere after we die. Really? Sure about that? I have all the testimonies of people, you know, good and bad. They could tell you that's not true. You do go somewhere after you die. When people come back to life, you know, when they hear the machine, and then they do it one more time, and those people come back to life, they have breath in them, but there's no afterlife, guys. Oh, there's the parrots. Oh, there they are. The mourning doves, I think. Yeah. And they were across the street. Yeah, so now I don't see that little camera in the window. And it's funny though, right? He's spying on me. I don't do shit to you. You're the one broke into my car a million times. My sister's car. You're the one that smoked pot and cigarettes on my porch, on my property instead of your own. Why could you call the cops if somebody broke into the car? Because that's what you're supposed to do. We didn't know who did it, but you came out in your fucking underwear to stare. Who the fuck comes out in their underwear? I don't think he's hot. The guys that treat me like shit ain't hot. Sorry, not sorry. There's way hotter men out there than him. I don't know if he knows that. I could tell him. In fact, there's this fucking hot ass guy on YouTube right now. Ooh-wee. Hottie boom body. It's not even that. The guy's personality is fucking hot. Because he's got a personality and he laughs. His laugh is infectious. Oh. I won't stick my tongue in his mouth. Like I can never see those types of men in my life, you know. They don't stay. The devil makes them go away for some reason, I don't know. I want those types of men to stay. So I'm trying to get rid of my spirit spouse. That motherfucker is coming between me and a real man, you know what I'm saying? Spirit spouses are gay, so. And they're possessive and they want only you, even though they like men. That's why the honey traps that they send my way are usually lesbians and gay men. Gay men who don't want to come out of the closet and tell their mom they're gay. They'll marry me in 2 seconds. Nope, not happening. I'd rather be single than to do that. I already had so many gay men want to date me. Just a couple years ago, the gay guy, he's like, if you and me don't have anybody within a year, do you want to date? he was serious. I was like, you're kidding, right? Because we both like penis. So I don't think that's going to work. What are you going to do? Have a three-way and then watch us? Because I'm not sharing a guy if I'm not sharing him. So you go your way, I'll go mine. That ain't a real marriage. Who the hell wants to be married like that? You know, we already have that type of marriage in our families. Ugh, we all dated the wrong people. I'm the only one that's still single because I don't want to meet those types of people. I'm so done with those types of people. They're so annoying. There's too many. There's too many shysters out there. You understand what a shyster is? They're trying to get something out of you. They're not genuinely there for you. They want to see what you can do for them and how much money they can take from you. I don't even have any fucking money. Everybody thinks I have all this money. No, I don't. I didn't even make that much money selling shit on eBay. Because there's witches blocking my blessing. I just sold something not too long ago. I'm surprised I didn't see Erin again. She was trying to block my blessing too. She's a witch. I really wish the camera would have picked her up though. I don't know what happened there. She was literally right in front of the camera. The camera was like, nope, I'm not picking her up. Really. I wish we had just a camera, 24-hour surveillance. Like, if I had my own place and had the money, I would totally get the professional cameras installed. 24/7, picks up everything, and clear too. And in color at night and during the day. And it'll pick up extra sounds just in case somebody's standing there and they can't see you. They have state-of-the-art shit like that. I'm saying that's what I would invest in, that kind of stuff. Because everybody's going absolute batshit crazy now anyway. Everything's going way worse than it is. So you have to have some sort of security cameras on hand. It's so stupid across the street. You put the fucking lights upside down. Look at the lights on their house. They're upside down. They never even fixed it. They never fixed it. It's supposed to be the other way. If you look at everybody's house on my block that has lights like that, outdoor lights, they're all the right way. So for them to not see it and then fix it, like, you know what I mean? Just they're dumb. Here comes the po-po or the ambulance, whichever one. Let's see. Oh, it's ambulance. I'm gonna call it ambulance. I hope they really are picking up people instead of just making noise. Because a lot of the times the ambulance, they come around and they put the sirens on just to go through the red light because they can, or just to come around like this person's coming around now. I'm pretty sure this is a perp. Nobody has that kind of fancy car here unless they're a perp. Why wouldn't you drive faster down the block, you know what I'm saying? So anyways. So the ambulance, especially with their perps, they will put on the sirens because they want you to go to the hospital. They want to put you in there. I'm telling you, there's reptilians out there. They're trying to eat us. They jump into human bodies, and those people, you know, they take over their bodies, and they need our blood. So if you go to the hospital and they take your blood, they go and drink it. They ain't gonna, you know, what else they're gonna do with it? They're gonna store it and then give it to the charities or something. If you don't say a charity that you want your blood to be donated to, if it's good, they're gonna keep it in storage and then drink it. They'd rather have children's blood, but they'll drink your blood. Don't you worry your pretty little head. And that's how they clone your ass too. Okay. We know it. You know it. Now you know it. Yep, that's how they roll. They want my blood. Ugh, these witches want your period blood. Just so gross. They really are disgusting. I was watching this video of another country. They do way worse, you know, voodoo and stuff like that. A lady was so into her voodoo witchcraft that she took her own period blood and drained it out of the pad and drank it in a ritual. How fucked up do you have to be in the head to do that? Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. But witches do that. They'll take their own period blood, bake it into food, and give it to you to form a covenant. Or they'll dig through your garbage and take your blood out from your tampons and pads and do that same thing. Somebody put a picture of cookies and it had the Freemason symbol in the box, and they were red in color. They looked like oatmeal cookies, you know, plain oatmeal cookies, but they were made from blood, from period blood. You gotta be fucked up with that to even think of doing that kind of stuff, let alone know about it, right? You know, and most people that do that are already in a coven for like since their childhood. You know, their family members, whether it's parents or whatever, they do those rituals and then they teach their children how to do that. Or when they come to a certain age, if there's no God in the household, you know, they figure it out and they do it. You know, it's like a friend, they'll meet people and people will teach them how to do that. Like when I was little, everybody had a Ouija board. It was the 80s. So my sister had one with all her friends. And they were like, come participate. And I didn't know any better. It was like, I want to say 8 or 9. Yeah, I think it was 8. So I think by participating, just by that participation that one time, that's how my fertility got fucked up. It's been a long uphill battle with that. But witches do that stuff. Whoever bought that Ouija board is a witch. No regular people don't know what that is until somebody else shows you what it is. And so I didn't know about that kind of stuff. So, you know, these kids in my class, in my junior high school, we had like the last week of school where we could play board games and everything. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know about this kind of stuff. Nobody taught me anything like that. You know, everybody was doing that stuff. This was the 90s. And I was like, oh, these people, you know, they actually want to talk to me, be friendly with me. And, you know, we played the game. You know, trying to contact somebody in my family, it wasn't. It was a demon. That's the only way to contact demons. So, you know, looking back on all this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, they were witches, you know. I mean, they still sell that in stores, which is horrible. I cannot believe they still sell it in stores. It's ridiculous. Because nobody believes that happens. I think I got... That's why I didn't have a boyfriend for a long time. All it takes is one witch. And you're not being protected by God. For them to do something, even just a little bit of something, they could be jealous of you for something. I don't know what. They really don't. I don't know what the hell they were jealous about. I was in the same type of class as them. You know, because I spelled really well. You know, I spelled my words well, better than them, you know. Because I practiced at home. I practiced all that kind of stuff at home. Yeah, so just to get good grades, because you're supposed to get good grades. What are you going to do? You fail every class, you know? No. You're going to actually work on stuff. They had every choice to work on their homework at home. They chose not to. And then they got mad at me. So that was another witchcraft thing, because they were all witches. They probably lived in a neighborhood that sold that kind of stuff, like witchcraft stuff. Like they had their own store, and probably psychics and everything. You know, some neighborhoods they have stores like that, or they have like somebody they know locally in the building, and they go in there and they ask them for stuff. You know, it happens. This neighborhood's full of witches. I know exactly where they live too. Okay, not just my neighbor. And I haven't seen them do anything in a long time. The only witch, there's a witch that lives across the street. She didn't show up in my dreams ever. But she did other witchcraft stuff. That's like one of my first videos, there was a smell coming from across the street from the sewer. And whatever mixture she was doing in the house, like, you know, with the pee and the other stuff they do with the jars, her husband or somebody dumped it down the drain there. So, like, right across the street there's a drain in front of the house, this way. So I smelled that, and I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? And I saw steam coming out of the side of the house too. And then I smelled it even more, like for a couple of days. And they don't come out of the house either. And they let their dogs bark like crazy. They haven't done that in a while. But and then I watched somebody else who had a neighbor like that, and they said they were doing witchcraft. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know. Now I had a family member who had a Ouija board too. I did not think anything of it. It was me, her, and her friend, and we played the Ouija board. She had her necklace on her hair. I started spinning. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't take that as a hint to never, you know, to not use that board. But I think her friend was a witch. So, and now they haven't been friends after that. Something happened between the two of them. They're not friends with each other, but I think her friend, not her, I think her friend, being butthurt that she wasn't my cousin's friend anymore, decided to put witchcraft on both of us. I got the gist of it because I was related to her. I think these witches, like if you're friends with a witch, you don't know she's a witch until afterwards. Like Erin's a witch, I didn't know. I saw it on Facebook. I clicked on Facebook, you know, when you type Facebook and you type somebody's name, it shows you, and she had pictures on her Facebook. Blessed be, and she had pentacles. I'm like, oh shit. So I didn't know. Like I was, you know, you don't know back then. You don't know until something actually happens. So she was butthurt too. Yeah, if you're gonna be a witch, I am not going to be friends with you. Okay, if you stop being a witch, repent of all of that, turn to Christ, read the word, start acting like a Christian, like force it on yourself. Yes, you have to force that on yourself. Because the devil is going to come after you, so you have to force it. Be a Christian, a true Christian. Then we might be able to hang out. If you're only doing that just to be friends with me, that's not nice. That's not right. I don't want nothing to do with you. Like I said, these people, they get butthurt so bad that they start turning on you and doing witchcraft. I don't know what she did to her, but she did way more to me. Maybe she knew I was going to be a Christian one day, and she sensed it and decided to do way worse to me than her. I don't know. Could be. Anything's possible. But, you always have to, you know, watch out with that kind of stuff. So after, you know, a while, I got to a back about it, and, you know, I started repenting and all that, and I never touched it again. Like, I see it in the store, and I gave it the middle finger. I took a picture of myself giving it the middle finger. That was funny. I mean, I never purchased one ever again. Like, I never purchased one ever, but I never purchased one. I want to burn them all. Can't burn them because then you burn all the books, the other books. You know, I would never buy one again. If anybody asks, I'm like, nope. I don't need it. But you know, they don't seem to realize that this stuff's gonna come back to haunt them eventually. They're not gonna understand why. It's not gonna work anymore. God's time to take revenge on these people. Oh, he will. He does stuff. Trust me. People in my family say stuff really mean stuff. And then somebody cuts them off on the road. So that's what they do. See how they're keeping tabs on me? It's kind of funny. There was nobody coming down the block this whole time. There's a one headlight band that comes. Anyway. Oh, and then this kid in my class in my junior high school brought a gun to school. The fuck are you doing with that? And then he shows it to me and tells me, shh, don't say nothing. Are you fucking kidding? Why would you show me out of all the people in the classroom? So he got suspended from school. Somebody else tattled on him. He's like, I ain't tattling on his ass. I ain't getting shot. So he actually didn't come to school again. So I don't know if he got arrested. I guess so. But I heard his voice in my head one day saying he was gonna come after me. He did not know where I live. And I could tell could tell him where I live. He don't know where he lives either. You know, so I'm like, when I heard the guy saying, what? You told mommy, and I saw this kid's face, I'm like, that's from the devil. I'm like, go fuck yourself, devil. I said something else, I forgot what I said, but he never did it again, the devil. Because I knew it was phony. How you don't know? You don't know this person. I've never seen that person since. And the other girls in the class, they were helping one of the assistant teachers or something in her office, and they took candy from the desk. And they all looked at me like, you better not tell. And I said something like that, you better not tell on us. Go kick your ass. I'm like, oh, go fuck yourself.
I literally never I never realized.
Let's get long this video. It's cold.
He's like so nice. We were still on the block and it wasn't pretty cold there.
There's people coming out, but yeah, those types of people don't mess with us usually. Usually stick to their own kind and do their own thing with each other. They don't go outside of that. But if you ever see anybody going outside of that, you gotta be suspicious. That means they're getting everybody, to join. But over here, they don't do that. And they do worship demons and all that kind of stuff, but they don't do that to other people that's not in their community. Let's just say that. They do that to people in their own community. That's why that guy wrote that note. I posted it on a poll. First of all, you're telling your whole life story to people that don't give a shit. Nobody was gonna go to the poll and read it, just me. Because I'm nosy like that. No. I was just trying to figure out what it said, But it's from that night that the cops were right in front of my house. I'm like, pull over right now. He had guns and drugs on him. He should get arrested, but he did not. And they let him go with a warning. Or a plea deal. That's all they ever do. If you and me would have did that, forget about it. We would have been arrested in one day. The hypocrisy. First of all, nobody would have saw that, and they wouldn't have stopped to read it either. I didn't even see the person put it there. Camera didn't pick up on that either. Again, why not? I don't know. And why wouldn't he put it on the other side where the cars will come? The cars would probably see it. Not people walking around. Everybody minds their own business when they walk past my house. And he left it on that pole and the pole across the street at the corner with very juice. Because he figured, oh, these people are gonna see it. They might have seen it. Oh, it's a perp. They all do the same thing. They smoke vape and pot in their cars. They take a hit of pot and vape and then slow down and stare at me. So some shady shit is happening right now. It's all cohort. I think it's called a covert, something like that. Narcissism. You know, when they say stuff under their breath to gaslight. They just like, they come down with their cars and their one headlight on. And that's what they do. I'm forgetting that sound in the background.
That dress though could be pretty dress, that long gown.
I try not to get people that are not involved in my videos. It's a booty bandit and then I'll stick around again. That's so weird. I mean, he's doing his chores, I guess, and going shopping until one headlight bandit. It's a car service too. There you go. Because they're in on it. Why would you have any lights on right now? The street light's not even on. Stupid. That makes no sense. Anyways. They do that too because they're looking for drugs. So whoever's, you know, hanging out by the door or the window in their house or sitting on the porch, you know, wearing the red and black. They put the light on for them, saying they need some stuff. Mostly the cocaine. They can't smoke weed because it'll make them sleepy. But they do the cocaine to keep themselves awake. Or if they drink coffee, they're gonna, you know, have to pee somewhere. So they don't want to do that. That's fine. But I mean, really, there's nothing else they can do to keep wide awake during their cars. That's why they speed up too. They go beyond the speed limit. When you're in the car, you're like, slow the fuck down. They go too fast. That's why, because they're on cocaine. Trying to get away from the algorithms. Oh boy, my videos are so long. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I wanted to tell you all this shit because this shit could happen to you. You know, I don't know your story. Hopefully, let me know. Maybe we'll compare stories. You know, if you don't see your comment, it's probably being held for review. So I'm gonna have to go to the YouTube studio and try to unblock it. But you know, there's a lot of trolls that I blocked and reported. So sometimes I see, you know, comments on from my video and then they're not there. And then I go to held for review and it's not there either. You know, I figured, oh, okay, those are the perps, you know. I blocked a lot of perps. But I think it started 2 years ago. I blocked a lot of perps. Oh my god. So many perps. I reported their channels and everything. They're all the same. They got the channel with no picture and no videos. Wouldn't you want to make it at least a little legit? At least put one video on your channel. You know? Your own video, not steal somebody else's video and put it on, you know, because that's what they do. And then they have a million channels, like 3 or 4 channels with different pictures, profile pictures. But it's the same person. They just keep changing the name and they don't delete the first channels. They keep making new ones. Are you kidding? Who the fuck has time to do that? I mean, yeah, I'm not doing much all day long, but you know what? I don't really have time for that shit. And I don't have time to get gang stalked either. That's why I go out later now, because I'm in the house. I want to clean my house. I want to clean the apartment and get stuff done in there, so I can have peace of mind when I come back. And you know, I can just go to bed or take a shower and go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I want to do. I go home, be peaceful, take a shower, relax. I used to be able to do all of that stuff before gang stalking. It's not my fault they're jealous. I don't fucking care if they're jealous. I don't know if I got that guy on video, but that's a gang stalker. They all look the same. They all dress alike. But, you know, I try not to video all of them. If they happen to be in the background of my video, that's not my problem. They want to be in the background. They want to be seen and heard. I don't try to just go up to them and say, "Oh, you a gang stalker?" I don't do that. I show you what they do. They do a lot of tactics so they can be put on camera. They're not afraid the camera's no more. They want to be on camera. Yeah. Excuse me. I gotta go order something to eat. I'm hungry. Oh, I smoke pot. Who the fuck smoking pot now, bitch? Probably the witchy poo. She smoked pot now. She was paranoid because she was drinking all the time before. So now she just smokes pot instead. She needs that pot. You saw her in my last video, one of my last videos. She ran down the stairs so fast. She didn't have time to give me a smirk or nothing. She just like waiting for her husband to pick her up. They go get pot. Gotta get some weight. I don't know why she needs her husband to do it. Why can't she just go to the park and hang out there and then go get pot? That's how everybody else does it. Oh, that's a big ass taxi cab. I never saw one like that. It's like a pickup truck. They're probably perps there. I would not be surprised if that truck had perps in it. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go in because it's fucking cold. Oh.